One of the most fascinating areas of study in chemical kinetics is enzyme catalysis. The phenomenon of enzyme catalysis usually results in a very large increase in reaction rate 10 to the power 6 to 10 to the power 18 and high specificity. Enzymes are catalysts that help to convert other molecules called substrates into products, but they themselves are not changed by the reaction. The most important features are catalytic power, specificity and regulation. The enzymes accelerate the conversion of substrate into products by lowering the free energy of activation of the reaction. The enzymes allow reacting molecules to come into contact for the formation of new chemical bonds, or it may break an existing bond. Enzymes speed up biological reactions, giving rise to speed up to 10 to the power 6 times or more. They are also highly specific, usually catalyzing the reaction of only one particular substrate or closely related substrates. They are typically regulated by various positive and negative feedback systems, hence allow precise control over the rate of reaction. The most common approach to understand enzyme mechanism is to determine the rate of a reaction and how it changes in response to changes in experimental parameters. This is the discipline known as enzyme catalysis. A key factor affecting the rate of a reaction catalyzed by an enzyme is the concentration of substrate. However, the study of effect of substrate concentration is complicated by the fact that substrate concentration changes during the course of an in vitro reaction as substrate is converted into product. One simplifying approach in kinetic experiments is to measure the initial rate, initial velocity designated as V0. V0 can be examined as a function of substrate concentration. When the velocity of the reaction is plotted against substrate concentration, classical enzymes give a rectangular hyperbolic curve, which is the V0 versus S kinetic plot for a typical enzyme. The rectangular hyperbolic curve can be divided into three parts. At relatively low concentrations of substrate, V0 increases almost linearly with an increase in substrate concentration. This is because the active sites in the enzyme are free and can accommodate large number of substrate molecules for conversion into products. Hence, there is an exponential increase in V0. At higher substrate concentrations, V0 increases by smaller and smaller amounts in response to an increase in substrate concentration. This is because most of the active sites of enzyme are already occupied by substrate and the reaction is in progress. So, very few active sites are available to the substrate. Finally, a point is reached when the curve achieves a plateau. Beyond this point, increase in initial velocity is negligible with an increase in substrate concentration. This plateau-like region is close to maximum velocity of reaction, indicated as Vmax. At this stage, the velocity of the reaction becomes independent of the substrate concentration. Even if substrate concentration is increased, there is no effect on velocity of reaction. Here, maximum velocity of the reaction Vmax is said to be achieved. In 1913, Leonard Michaelis and Maud Manton developed a kinetic equation to explain the behavior of many simple enzymes. The most important assumption in the development of this equation was that enzymes first combine with the substrate to form the enzyme substrate complex in a relatively fast reversible step. Enzyme plus substrate reversibly equal to enzyme substrate complex. The forward reaction is governed by K1 and the reverse equation is governed by K minus 1. The ES complex then breaks down in a slower second step to give the free enzyme and the reaction product P. ES is equal to P plus E. The reaction is governed by K2 constant. The formation of the ES complex is an intermediate step in enzyme catalysis and has been proven experimentally by spectrophotometric method, equilibrium dialysis and light scattering. At any instant in an enzyme catalyzed reaction, the enzyme exists in two forms, the free or uncombined form E and the combined form ES. At low substrate concentration, most of the enzyme is in uncombined E form. Here, the rate is proportional to substrate concentration because the direction of the first equation above is pushed towards formation of more ES as S increases. The maximum initial rate of the catalyzed reaction Vmax is observed when all the enzyme is present in the ES complex and enzyme concentration is vanishingly small. Under these conditions, the enzyme is saturated with its substrate so that further increases in substrate concentration have no effect on rate of reaction. This condition exists when substrate concentration is sufficiently high that essentially all the free enzyme has been converted to the enzyme substrate form. This saturation effect is a distinguishing characteristic of enzyme catalysis and is responsible for the plateau achieved in the graph. The kinetic pattern is sometimes referred to as saturation kinetics. When the enzyme is first mixed with a large excess of substrate, there is an initial period, the pre-steady state, during which the concentration of enzyme substrate builds up. This period is very short and quickly the reaction achieves a steady state in which ES remains approximately constant over time. The measured V0 generally reflects the steady state. The analysis of these initial rates is referred to as steady state kinetics. The kinetic curves expressing the relationship between V0 and substrate concentration are rectangular hyperbolic for most enzymes and can be expressed algebraically by Michaelis-Menten equation. Michaelis and Menten derived this equation starting from their basic hypothesis that the rate limiting step in enzymatic reaction is the breakdown of the ES complex to product and free enzyme. Now, let us talk about Michaelis-Menten hypothesis. Michaelis and Menten developed this hypothesis while studying the hydrolysis of sucrose catalyzed by the enzyme invertase. They derived the equations starting from their basic hypothesis that the rate limiting step in enzymatic reactions is the breakdown of the ES complex to product and free enzyme. Their theory is based upon few more assumptions. Only a single substrate and a single product are involved. The process proceeds till completion, that is, when all the substrate has been converted into product. The concentration of the substrate is much greater than that of the enzyme in the system. An intermediate enzyme substrate complex is always formed. The rate of decomposition of the substrate is proportional to the concentration of the enzyme substrate complex. The theory postulates that the enzyme represented as capital E forms a weakly bonded complex ES with the substrate S. This enzyme substrate complex on hydrolysis decomposes to yield the reaction product P and the free enzyme E. These reactions may be symbolically represented as follows: E plus S is reversibly equal to ES and ES decomposes into E plus P. Although one may not feel any difficulty, at least theoretical, in describing the kinetics of these reactions, yet the difficulty is encountered when one starts to determine the concentration of ES or even S practically. The same difficulty was experienced by Michaelis and Mentane, who devised an equation where these immeasurable quantities were replaced by those which could be easily measured experimentally, that is, velocity of reaction. Following symbols may be used for deriving Michaelis-Mentane equation. Capital E is total concentration of enzyme, capital S is total concentration of substrate, capital E capital S is concentration of enzyme substrate complex, Et minus Es is concentration of free enzyme. The rate of appearance of products, that is initial velocity V0, is proportional to the concentration of the enzyme substrate complex. V0 is equal to K into Es. This is equation 1. The maximum reaction rate Vmax will occur at a point where the total enzyme Et is bound to the substrate. Then the maximum concentration of Es will be equal to the total enzyme concentration Et. Thus, Vmax is equal to K into Et. This is equation 2. Dividing equation 1 by 2, we get V0 upon Vmax is equal to Es upon Et. This is equation 3. With the help of this equation, we can easily measure the immeasurable quantities Es and Et in terms of the reaction rates experimentally. Now, coming back to the reversible reaction E plus S is equal to Es, we can write the equilibrium constant for dissociation of Es as Km, which is equal to Km is equal to Et minus Es into S divided by Es. This is equation 4. Es into Km is equal to Et minus Es into S, or Es into Km is equal to Et into S minus Es into S. Upon rearrangement, Es into Km plus Es into S is equal to Et into S, or Es into Km plus S is equal to Et into S. It may be written as Es upon Et is equal to S divided by Km plus S. This is equation 5. Substituting the value of Es upon Et from equation 3 to equation 5, we get V0 upon Vmax is equal to S upon Km plus S. V0 is equal to Vmax into S divided by Km plus S. This is equation 6. Upon rearrangement, Km is equal to S into whole brackets Vmax divided by V0 minus 1. This is equation 7. The equation 6 is called as Michaelis-Menten equation. This can be used to calculate Km, and after experimentally determining the reaction rates at various substrate concentrations. This equilibrium constant Km is usually called Michaelis constant. It is a measure of the affinity of an enzyme for its substrate. Referring to the equation 4, the greater the concentration of Es complex, the lower is the concentration of free enzyme, and consequently the lower is the value of Km. For experimental determination of Km, the velocity of the reaction, that is relative activity of the enzyme, is measured as a function of substrate concentration. When V0 is equal to half of Vmax, it will be seen from equation 6 that Km is numerically equal to the substrate concentration, or in other words, Km is equal to the concentration of the substrate, which gives half the numerical maximum velocity Vmax. The Michaelis-Menten equation describes the kinetic behavior of great many enzymes, and the enzymes that exhibit a hyperbolic dependence of V0 on S are said to follow the Michaelis-Menten kinetics. However, the Michaelis-Menten equation does not depend on the relatively simple two-step reaction mechanism. An important numerical relationship emerges from the Michaelis-Menten equation in the special case when V0 is exactly half of Vmax. Hence, Vmax divided by 2 is equal to Vmax into S upon Km plus S. Upon simplification, 1 upon 2 is equal to S divided by Km plus S. After solving for Km, we get Km plus S is equal to 2 into S, or Km is equal to S. This is the very useful practical definition of Km. Km is equivalent to the substrate concentration at which initial velocity V0 is half of Vmax. Now, let us discuss the methods for determination of Vmax and Km. The first is Lineweaver-Burk plot. Because the plot of V0 versus S for an enzyme catalyzed reaction asymptotically approaches the value of Vmax at high substrate concentration, it is difficult to accurately determine Vmax and thereby Km from such graphs. This problem is solved by converting the Michaelis-Menten kinetic equation to the double reciprocal equation, Lineweaver-Burk equation, which describes a linear plot from which Vmax and Km can be obtained. The Lineweaver-Burk equation is derived by first taking the reciprocal of both sides of the Michaelis-Menten equation. 1 upon V 0 is equal to Km plus S divided by V max into S. Separating the components of the numerator on the right side of the equation gives 1 upon V 0 is equal to Km upon V max into S plus S upon V max into S. This can be simplified to 1 upon V 0 is equal to Km upon V max into S plus 1 upon V max, or 1 upon V 0 is equal to Km upon V max into 1 upon S plus 1 upon V max. This resembles to the straight line equation y is equal to mx plus c and 1 upon V 0 when plotted versus 1 upon S gives a straight line, the y intercept of which is 1 upon V max and the x intercept of this is minus 1 upon Km. Both Km and V max can be obtained from the slope and intercepts of the straight line. Although useful and widely used in enzyme kinetic studies, the Lineweaver-Burk plot has the disadvantages of compressing the data points at high substrate concentrations into a small region and emphasizing the points at lower substrate concentrations, which are often the least accurate. The extrapolation across the 1 upon V 0 axis to determine minus 1 upon Km sometimes reaches the edge of the graph paper before reaching the 1 upon S axis, resulting in the graph having to be redrawn with altered axis. The second plot is Eddie-Hofstee plot. The problem of Lineweaver-Burk plot was overcome by plotting the kinetic data in Eddie-Hofstee plot. Upon multiplying the Lineweaver-Burk equation by V 0 into V max on both sides, we obtain V max is equal to V 0 plus V 0 into Km upon S. Upon rearrangement, V 0 is equal to V max minus V 0 into Km upon S. V 0 is equal to minus Km into V 0 upon S plus V max. The plot of V 0 versus V 0 upon S is Eddie-Hofstee plot, which gives a straight line with slope equal to minus Km and intercepts V max on the V 0 axis and V max upon Km on V 0 upon S axis. The next plot is Haynes plot. Haynes plot was derived by Charles Haynes and it starts with the Lineweaver-Burk equation, which is multiplied throughout by substrate concentration. 1 upon V 0 into S is equal to Km upon V max into 1 upon S into S plus 1 upon V max into S. Therefore, S upon V 0 is equal to 1 upon V max into S plus Km upon V max. This gives a linear plot from which V max and Km can be determined. Now, let us talk about the significance of Km, Kcat and Kcat upon Km. The two quantities that characterize an enzyme obeying the Michaelis-Menten kinetics are Km and Kcat. Km is the Michaelis-Menten constant and is associated with the affinity of enzyme for substrate. A large Km means that the enzyme binds to the substrate very weakly. Thus, when the rate of product formation is low, Km is thought to be an inverse measure of the substrate binding strength. According to the direct plot of V0 versus S, Km is numerically equal to the substrate concentration at which the reaction velocity has attained half of its maximum value. Thus, Km is a measure of the substrate concentration required for effective catalysis to occur. An enzyme with a high Km requires a higher substrate concentration to achieve a given reaction velocity than an enzyme with a low Km. Kcat. The second constant Kcat gives a direct measure of the catalytic production of product under optimum conditions. The units of Kcat are S to the power minus 1. So, the reciprocal of Kcat can be considered as time, that is the time required by an enzyme molecule to turn over one substrate molecule. Alternatively, Kcat measures the number of substrate molecules turned over per enzyme molecule per second. Hence, Kcat is called the turnover number. Kcat upon Km. The ratio Kcat upon Km is a convenient measure of enzyme efficiency and specificity. Either a large value of Kcat, which means rapid turnover, or a small value of Km, which means high affinity for substrate, will make Kcat upon Km large. The high ratio indicates high enzyme efficiency. The conclusion: enzyme kinetics deals with the rate of enzyme catalyzed reaction. Michaelis and Menten gave a kinetic equation which is applicable for the single substrate enzymes. The quantities Vmax and Km are important parameters for the experimental determination of rate of enzymatic reaction. There are different kinetic plots for determination of Vmax and Km.